What's up, guys? Well, today we're going to be in Austin, Indiana with a Indiana State Police trooper who was handcuffed by local officers after stop sticks were used to stop his unmarked bomb squad truck during a misunderstanding in late September of 2025. The trooper was responding to an emergency call when local police, who did not have information on him, thought he was a suspect and apprehended him at gunpoint. An Austin police officer spotted an unmarked white truck with a camper shell traveling with lights and sirens, prompting a chase. The officer's vehicle was not in their system, well, technically, but it kind of was, leading them to believe it was a suspect. Well, they should have known that it was a fleet vehicle, though, because it's going to say in there anyway. Stop sticks were deployed in Jackson County, shredding the tire on the bomb squad truck. Officers drew weapons and handcuffed a state trooper at gunpoint on the side of the road before realizing he was on an official call. The incident, they say, is under investigation, so let's take this from the top.
Jackson County found with the police officer used stop sticks to flatten the tire of a speeding pickup truck.
The problem, though, is that the truck they stopped wasn't fleeing the police. Wave News troubleshooter Mark Stevens says it was a truck the police should have known.
Yeah, police chases usually generate headlines. This chase didn't. It didn't catch a crook. Instead, it delayed a serious police call.
Also, I'd like to note, 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button. It's free.
Come here! Hands! Turn around and walk backwards to me! Keep walking! Keep walking!
You're watching the end of a police chase.
Firearm right here. Stop! Down on your knees. Cross your feet. Interlace your fingers on the back.
Lights. All kinds of lights and shit going on.
Your head. On the back of your head.
From Scott to Jackson County, their suspect, a state police officer.
Move, man.
I'm not. I'm the state police officer, bomb squad, going to a call.
We've already made contact with ISP, and they said no one was supposed to be doing anything.
I just called them, and they know I'm going.
The deputies cleared Trooper Rick Stockdale's gun as
This is the left hand not knowing what the right hand's doing.
they keep him handcuffed. How did this start? An Austin police officer was helping a broken down car near this gas station.
A white truck with a camper, unmarked passes with red and blues and sirens going west. Can you advise?
We have absolutely nothing on our cab.
It doesn't look like a police vehicle to me.
No, was that local they were talking to, or was that the troopers?
On the east side of town, keep an eye out.
The officers asked Scott County dispatchers to call state police. They think it might be the crime scene truck.
All the units, ISP advised all their units are going to be
Post peace officer standards and training. They're all in a class. They're getting more training.
post in a meeting. It's not them.
Austin police start chasing just outside town. A dispatcher asks if they want Jackson County to help.
We just passed the second loop bridge. We're going to be approaching 39 soon.
Police ask Scott County to check the neighboring state police district.
Dispatcher, you check them for yourself.
We checked with ISP and they like all units were at that meeting.
They read the license plate back.
Hey, that plate is returning to Department of Administration.
Department of Administration out of Indianapolis. Department of Administration. That should tell them right there. That's a fleet vehicle. Sorry. We have to get smarter cops.
Of Indianapolis.
It's a fleet vehicle, but neither the officers nor the dispatchers seem to understand.
Well, I looked it up. It just says that they help in purchasing vehicles.
Meanwhile, the chase heads north on Indiana 39. Jackson County Sheriff's deputies and Brownstown police are now getting involved.
I've Scott County on yet. They're in pursuit with a white pickup with camper shell running red and blue.
They've got a plan to stop the chase.
You got Hey, Verbal, I'm going to Set them up right here in this curve.
A Brownstown officer sets the sticks right here at a sharp right-hand turn. That's when Stockdale sees police lights in his side mirror and radios to his own dispatch.
You know what Jackson County has. They seem to catch up with me running hot.
Too late.
Get to some cover. Good sticks.
Now, on the side of the road, a state bomb squad trooper in handcuffs, the dots start to connect.
Hey, this is Christina. Say, please.
Yeah, now that he's going to be 2 hours late for where he was going.
Hey, I just figured out it is one of our units going to a bomb call. OMG. She literally told him twice. Why would they not tell her?
Now they're clear on what you're doing.
Then they got a possible firebomb at the Monroe Lake Dam.
One of the Austin officers tries to explain, as they all realize what just happened.
Well, sorry for the big mishap.
I just like to
We were thinking somebody stole the truck.
The bomb squad truck's front tire is shredded, and the officers keep questioning among themselves how this could have happened.
We confirmed, our dispatch confirmed the number, but they didn't have anyone running single pin.
Another state trooper, Mark Naylor, arrives to begin his investigation. He walks by the front of the bomb squad truck, its lights still on and flashing.
All right, guys, so what happened?
Stockdale is busy changing the tire. He wants the Austin officer to make one thing clear in his report.
Make sure you get the right thing in the story. What? Lights and sirens.
Yeah.
They were on. That's the biggest thing is the lights and sirens were on.
We suspected it to either be a stolen vehicle or impersonating an officer. So that's what brought us out.
Naylor interviews every officer.
Right. That's more than it has to be.
None of the police departments agreed to an on-camera interview with us to answer questions. We asked each if they can hear state police and talk to each other on their radios. Only Jackson County Sheriff Rick Meyer answered, explaining the department can hear local channels but can't listen to all. Indiana State Police said the same, explaining it was impractical to listen to every channel. It would drown out their own radio traffic. No department answered whether they could hail each other. Stockdale took off after he finished the tire change with his lights and sirens. He got to his bomb call 2 hours after the suspicious device was first reported. Naylor's investigation was finished.
Cool, all right, let's all get out of here and forget this mess.
Yeah.
Yep, you too.
Now, ultimately, the bomb squad did not file a report that suspected pipe bomb at the Monroe Lake Dam was not an explosive device. Mark Stevens.
Was not. Well, the definition of cluster in 3D left, yep. And then keeping the bomb squad officer in handcuffs after they already realized what was going on. Why didn't you pull over? Because I was on a call. I thought you guys were going there too. Let's not forget that the dispatcher, her GED education really paid off. Thank God there weren't any acorns dropping nearby, or there may have been a shootout. Basically shrugging, sorry for the big mishap, to the bomb squad guy who is still standing there in handcuffs. Yes, level of incompetence could have got that trooper killed. Seriously, why no Benny Hill music? Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button. It's free. Let me know what you think about this one. And I'm out.